With Season 5 finally wrapped, we started looking at what's going to happen in the upcoming season. And to tell you the truth, there wasn't a lot of buzz, it was the same old. Theories, predictions, fan comments, but then we came across the name of list episodes and our jaw dropped to the freaking floor. So here is the murder of Lucifer Morningstar Season 6. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Before all that, let's talk about what happened so far. And boy, there was a lot to unpack here. Seriously, a lot went down in the second part of Season 5, and to think there were only 8 episodes in total. Then again, they did plan to end the entire show after 5 seasons. Like, where do you go after Lucifer has become God? Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's start from the beginning and work our way up.
No! In the short time you've been here, you've managed to screw up my one chance of happiness, so please...
Season 5B started off with Lucifer, Michael, and their father. Technically, it's not just their father, it's everyone's father. Anyways, this was all about their reunion and fixing the broken relationships, and for a moment there, we thought that God, Lucifer, and Michael were finally going to patch things up. But no, God was still the overly demanding father, Michael was a pain in the you-know-where, and Lucifer, well, he doesn't like to stick to traditional rules. Big whoop. After a lot of drama, a musical episode, and a lot of fighting between Lucy and God, God finally admitted he had made a mistake and said, "Son, I'm proud of you." But as we said, this was in the beginning. Lucifer and Michael continued fighting, and they were all on a scavenger hunt to find the flaming sword and unlock its true potential. Before the culmination and the final battle, something else happened. In between, Detective Dan died. But don't cry your eyes out like Trixie, he'll be back in Season 6. Anyways, more on that later. Michael was the one who got to it first, and Lucifer was the one who was left to fight for the throne with just Chloe, Amenadiel, Maze, and some demons she found along the way. With that, we're moving into the last season and the last scene. Hey, we told you it's a short recap. Anyways, Chloe shot down 2 angels on Michael's side. Hint, melting a magical sword to get some bullets was a smart move, Chloe. But Lucifer doesn't want to shed other people's blood for the throne, so he invited Michael to fight man on man. He agrees, and they fly to the skies. Michael has an advantage over Lucifer since he has the flaming sword, but Lucifer uses a staff made from the Tree of Life. Michael breaks the staff in half and is about to kill Lucifer. Chloe runs towards him, steals Amenadiel's necklace, and now he can no longer kill Lucifer. Furious, Michael kills Chloe instead. Yeah, that just happened. Lucifer, using the soul ring he got from Lilith, goes to heaven, gives the ring to Chloe, and she's revived. Yay, but wait, Lucifer just died. Chloe comes back to Earth, Amenadiel and Maze are killing people like it's their job, and Chloe beats the crap out of Michael using the strength from Amenadiel's necklace. Before she can finish him off, Lucifer descends from the skies and has actually become God. That was evident from him saying, "Oh my me," instead of "Oh my God."
Oh my me.
Now let's talk about the murder of Lucifer Morningstar. Before we talk about this notorious episode, don't forget to smash that like button, it keeps the almighty YouTube algorithm happy, and you keep getting these videos for free. Now there's a lot to unpack here, so let's get started. First off, we have to talk about the first thing that came to our minds when we read that an episode titled The Murder of Lucifer Morningstar. Since we had no context, and we saw that this was the 5th episode of the upcoming season, we figured they were going to split the season in half like they did in the past and have a giant cliffhanger in the middle, aka Lucifer's death. Then, in the second part of the season, they would tell us how Lucifer faked his death and then worked to completely unravel the story. Some fans have even suggested that this is not a finished line, the second part of this would be, and the birth of Amenadiel the Lightbringer. I don't know, somehow I didn't buy it. But then we got to thinking, and we realized that every episode title is a line in that episode, meaning some of the characters at one point has to say the murder of Lucifer Morningstar. Now, before we could realize who was going to say this infamous line, out comes the freaking trailer for Season 6. After watching it, and picking our jaw up from when it hit the floor, we realized that Chloe says in the episode, we still have one mystery left to solve, the murder of Lucifer Morningstar. There's the person who'll say this line in the show. Right after Chloe says the line, she picks up Azrael's blade and goes to fight Lucifer. She even manages to beat him, pin him down on the floor, get on top of him, and gets ready to pierce him through the chest. But then Lucifer said, "I certainly didn't see this coming." To which we have to reply, What in the actual hell? I mean, it's not enough that we pondered the possibility of Lucifer dying, but now we have to see him die at the hands of the woman for whom he gave up everything and sacrificed his life. Now that would have been a terrible sacrifice on his part.
I certainly did not see this coming.
Now, if this is the case, it's gonna ruin the entire show. If it's one of two other scenarios we thought about, then the show is gonna be really interesting. Here are those scenarios. Number 1. This is part of the episode where they're pretending to play a game. Remember, every season has its musical episode. We think, in Season 6, Lucifer and Chloe are going to pretend to be detectives and solve certain mysteries. Then, Chloe the detective working with Lucifer would actually kill him, which would only add more complexity to the entire plot. Now, it's a weak theory, so that's why we came up with a backup. Number 2. Chloe is locked away somewhere. We don't know where she is. The person Lucifer is spending most of his time with isn't Chloe at all. It's actually Rory, a rebellious, angsty, and ready to start some trouble angel. And when she realizes that her big bro is not the big baddie that everyone makes him out to be, she decides to replace him. After seeing the trailer, there is one character that stuck out to us. It's Brianna Hildebrand's Rory. Now, we watched the trailer a second time, we watched the trailer in slow motion, we paused at all of the important scenes, and here's what we think is gonna happen in this episode. We think that Rory has taken Chloe, locked her away, and now she's pretending to be him just to kill Lucifer and take his place. After all, he's still not God, and that means the throne in hell is taken for the time being. Also, here's what made us believe that this isn't Chloe. At the end of their fight scene, Lucifer says, "Certainly, I did not see this coming." That suggests that something unexpected happened with Chloe, aka she's not Chloe. Another hint happened when Detective Dan, yes, he's alive, leaped towards Rory and she just became transparent. If she can become transparent at will, why shouldn't she be able to shapeshift? And here's the third one. When Amenadiel suggests Lucifer take up his rightful place as God at God's throne, Chloe just says, "What's the rush? Becoming God is a big job, maybe he doesn't want to go in half-cocked." Okay, if this doesn't tell you straight away that we're not dealing with a Detective Decker, then I don't know what will. I mean, when have you ever heard Chloe telling Lucifer to not take responsibility? She's always telling him to do the responsible thing, and now she just backfires at Amenadiel, looking him dead in the eyes like that. I don't know, we just don't buy it.
For you to assume your place on Father's throne.
What's the rush? Becoming God is a big job. Maybe he doesn't want...
On a related note, how do you think the murder of Lucifer Morningstar will play out? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.